Scouting Report is sponsored by Penn State Health, giving you the care you want, where you want it. Visit PennStateHealth.org to find a provider near you.
We're back on Nittany Game Week. Yes, Penn State is a 4-touchdown favorite at home against the Wildcats. It's important to respect every opponent. Time for our scouting report. Coach Paterno, Coach Bradley, tell us why Nova Nation has a chance to hang around for a little while in Beaver Stadium.
Well, we've got a big lesson planned for you today, guys. We're going to talk a little about when you're watching games and they talk about 11 personnel, 12 personnel, 21 personnel. You hear announcers talk about, we're going to talk about exactly what that means. Let's start, Tom, with the first box and just show people at home what we're talking about. When they talk about those numbers, there are five skill guys. And, you know, if you have one tight end and one running back, you got 3 receivers. You got to do the math. If you got 1 running back and 2 tight ends, yes. You got 2 receivers. You got 2 backs, 1. So we're going to talk specifically about 11 personnel, which is 1 running back, 1 tight end, and 3 wide receivers, what you see a lot of.
What you see a lot of, but one of the things you got to remember is everybody, where those guys line up.
Right.
Because a lot of people will take the tight end, put him in the backfield, a running back out of wide receiver, then motion back in. There's a lot of different, it's just because it's 11 doesn't mean that tight end's going to be in the box. He could be anywhere. A wide receiver could be in the backfield. It all depends.
And we'll show you a couple examples here. Here's the first one was trips, where you saw 3 receivers to one side. Now, here you start out in trips. And again, you want to know which guy is which. So here, this is Derek Williams, number 2 up top. So you want to know where he is. Deion Butler is going to go in motion, and he's going to go from a trip set to a 2x2. And just even with the 2x2, when you look at, if you scout it, it's, okay, now they're in that formation, how often they run, how often they pass. When you're under center, if you took a scout of this group, when they were under center, they were 67% run. When they're in the gun, they're 37% run. So your linebacker not only has to know the formation, but where's the back. So, again, the motions give people problems. You go to the next one, we go from trips to 2x2. Now you get an empty set. Okay, now you've got Derek Williams in the slot, or that could be Jahan Dotson. And now he's matched up on a linebacker, and tell me, as a defender.
The other thing is, too, now you're looking for all your matchup. The quarterback goes, wait a minute, what's that linebacker doing out there? Why is he out on the slot out there on the running back? Well, it starts to, now all of a sudden, coverage is exposed, and they have a pretty good idea of what you're in.
And the thing about Penn State right now, Noah Cain has shown he's very, very effective in the pass game. Let's take a look at the last slide. Again, now we start with an unbalanced and motion back to trips, and this creates problems because now who's eligible, who's not eligible. A lot like you talked about the Tover formation, you just step a guy off and all of a sudden he's eligible.
And that creates another problem. Now not only that, but one of the things all great defenses do is communicate. Well, now you can start watching that defense. Are they talking?
Yep.
Because if they're talking, they're pretty good on defense, and you start to scout them and go, whoa, they're not communicating very well, which gives you a chance to make.
That's all we want to do, Tom, is make life difficult when we coach up.
I know you do.
And now you take it and you put now you put a wide receiver in the backfield, and now you're in a 2-back set and give it a run game. So let's shift to some stuff on Villanova now and talk about them. A couple things that they do. Number one, let's talk about their offense. They like this. They like the power play. Take a look at this, where they're going to pull the backside guard and pull the backside wing and kick out. Take a look at this one on the video. And talk, Tom, a little bit about what kind of problems that gives you in that backside defensive end.
Well, you know, the thing that gives you the problem is that it's a skill guy coming back around on the second block, not a tackle.
Yeah, and you can see that first guy comes out, and now that backside linebacker's got to find that guy pulling, and he picks him up. And their backs have done a good job. They've done a good job running the football this year, and I would anticipate they're going to try and do that. Now, their quarterback is good. When you bring the blitzes, he's really good at recognizing the blitz and getting the ball out of here, and you'll see when they come, he's going to get the ball out of here. And this is late in the game. They bring a double linebacker blitz, and Tom, talk about
the one thing I like about the Villanova quarterback, Danny Smith will take hit. Danny Smith played some good football for Villanova, and he's going to get rid of the ball quickly, and he's not afraid when he stands in it to stand up to the pressure.
Now we'll talk a little about their defense now. 5-man blitzes, play zone sometimes behind it, sometimes they play man. Here you're going to see that offside linebacker with the blitz coming. The guy he's covering, which is the wing, blocks. Now he's freed up to spy the quarterback. That linebacker makes a nice adjustment to take the back out of the backfield. Again, that's a matchup I think Penn State can win if they're going to get Noah Kane and their backs on the linebackers. Of
Yeah,
Villanova.
just basic fire zone principle. Your guy blocks, you hug, you add to the rush, which creates problems. Now all of a sudden you're expecting 5. Well, here comes the 6th guy now. And it's also very good against screens, too.
Now, we talk about one last thing. Defensive ends, the way their defensive end does his own read, he comes up the field and makes it a hazy read for the quarterback. Watch what's happened on this one. Quarterback makes the wrong read. They lose 7 yards and the ball, and it's a quick turnover. One of the things about Villanova, they are +8 in turnover margin in 3 games. They've gotten 11 turnovers in just 3 games, and that's something Penn State's got to do. Take care of the football. Andrew, back over to you.